World Combat Sports, man. We in Newark, New Jersey. I'm with the one and only Team Jahi Tucker, man. The coach, the father, you know what I'm saying? The man behind the scenes. How's everything been with you, man?
Normal. As usual, work. You know what I'm saying?
You're always trying to downplay everything like it's just simple work. I know it's a process, man, a complex process behind the scenes, man.
Got to balance life and sports. It's always complex.
It seems like y'all always thinking, right? I see Jahi with his hair cut now, looking more professional. Not to say he hasn't been professional.
But you know what it is? He's getting older. Styles change. He wants to, sometimes it's good to brush off and come back, right? Don't be surprised if you see him with a hair out again. That's just him.
Okay.
Yeah, try not to get in the way of that. I remember Kenny Woods always tell me, if a fighter wants to take off his shirt and jump around the ring, that's his business. They fighters, let them do what they do. Right? So I always followed that.
So tell me this, coming off his last performance, of course, he went in there and dominated. He pretty much showed the world that he has a gas tank. He has different gears. What was your grading system on that?
He's been dominating since fight one. Everybody got to understand how life is. You don't stay one place regardless. So your first fight to this fight is the guy sitting on the couch at home may not get it, but we haven't fought any cab drivers really, right? Maybe one.
No losing records on this.
Right. So that being said, it's growth. It's growth. It's only 19, right? Always expect everything. But you're going to always expect a W though, right? It's always going to depend on how a fighter's feeling. I never know what with them. That's how it goes. There's no one set way, and every camp's going to be different. You got different things change camps. So, But he's always up to the job. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody got to look at. You know what I'm saying? He's always up to the job.
How much do y'all look at film of his previous fight?
Previous fight is up here.
Okay.
Previous fights is here. I could always look back in my mind. It's almost like sparring. When he spars, I don't record it. I tell him in spaces what happened. Understand what I'm trying to say? This happened in this bit. You got to fix this. This and this. I read it right there when we get out the ring. So it's the same thing with fights. Hey, remember this fight? Oh, you did this good. Oh, you need to bring this back. All right. My father, he was raised like this. We started out with our times table, right? 2 times to 25. But the 2 times of those was the easiest, right? 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 2 4, 2 3 6, stuff like that. But not because we knew it, we never revised it. Understand what I'm trying to say to you? You always got to go back to your basic all the way up. Now, when fighters are growing, a lot of times you can always say to them, and sometimes it gets annoying. But when they start thinking, damn, I got to go revisit, that's the beautiful part of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he is right now. He wants to revisit, right? Okay. Which is good, right?
This training camp, of course, he's in there with another tough opponent. A common opponent of Xander Zayas. I know your mindset, coach, but is it an area where you found out your opponent and y'all had to go to the lab? What was your thought process? He's going there for his 9th professional fight. This opponent faced Xander Zayas when he was at 47.
Yeah,
what's your take on
6
that?
full rounds with him. Same shit. Facing Xander means nothing. We fight him Friday. Understand me? I don't merit that. Everybody else gonna gauge it, which is fine. But we and Xander, we smoke. You know what we do.
Yeah.
Xander, all of them guys know what we do. Xander them know what we do. Everybody knows what we do. Understand me? We're looking for 147 supremacy right now. That's with everybody. Xander's the least of the equation. You understand? Now, whenever we get to 54, then we start including his name into the conversation. But he's a non-factor as far as the opponents he faced and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because another thing too is, at the same time, you don't know what was going on with him at that time. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? So that, those things dictate fights. You understand? So it's just another name put out there. We know we're gonna crush him out.
He's gonna give the straight.
Oh yeah,
raw, uncut answer.
Oh yeah. Let's make it clear. None of those guys are seeing us. I hear about all this best prospect nonsense. We're trying to be the best fighter ever. It's a difference.
When does he leave the title of prospect?
I don't even care. We don't discuss it.
I know you don't discuss it, but I'm saying as far as those on the outside still considering somebody 19 years old like Jahi to be a prospect.
Guys on the outside. All right, fans on the outside count. Because without fans, there ain't no building pack.
Correct.
So we respect their opinion, but we don't let their opinion dictate anything. You know, because you're gonna have some guys that's gonna hit it on the money, and you know, in life the truth will always be the truth. You can't, you understand me? And then you're gonna have some guys that's just have preferences and stuff like that, and that's fine. That's what make a melting pot, right?
Yeah.
But as far as best prospect and the prospects and all that shit, man, we ain't no prospect, man. He's 17 fighting grown men. What kind of, you know what I mean? Like, they're beating on them, not
I
just
just have to
them.
put the question out there, Coach. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I love the question.
We
You
see
know
what's
that.
playing out.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
We
yeah.
see what the performance value is. You know what I'm saying?
It goes up. It goes up. It goes up.
So it's gonna come a point in time where they're gonna have to start considering him.
Oh,
take
man,
the next step.
they consider them already, man. They just don't want to admit it. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, I was pretty taken back at the point where, you know, certain individual gave his favorite, you know, up and coming fighters.
And Tim
and
Bradley
Jahi
don't
went on
understand
there.
what. Let me explain something with Tim Bradley, man. You understand? I respect the guy, but you know, plain as day, we haven't fought anybody that's not thing there. One guy. The rest of the guys, they brought in the second guy. We smoked him out in the second fight, and the rest of the way we've been fighting 11-2, guy 11-1, 7-1. You know, Tim Bradley got to go home and live with that. You understand me?
Yeah.
That because ultimately he knows he's making a silly decision. He's just
Why do you feel his image is that way? For Jahi.
I have no idea.
Look, Jahi was showing out one fight, so Timothy Bradley said. And then he came in there, he stopped the guy, didn't show out at all. And then turned around, you know, said, get another win. What's the deal?
Man, let me tell you something with Tim. Tim is there to those things to me, in my opinion, what Tim does is motivation. You know, Tim is like a guy, he nudges him. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Yeah, I'm gonna nudge you. You could do better. I know you could do better. I watched you fight. So if you're doing this now, imagine if you tapped into your higher level, like higher level, you know, out of this world. And my son is out of this world. Forget about, you know, you got boxers and then Jahi's out of this world. You understand that? It's a different kind of thing going on. You understand me? You got good boxers that got signed at 16. You got good boxers that got signed at 17. But hey, one national, one gold. Somebody seems special. Understand? So, and we've been showing that. Now, Tim's job is to, and Andre Ward and all those guys, to get everybody riled up and do all this the thing. But his top 10 prospects, some of them is, you know, I won't talk negative on fighters. I know the role. So I wouldn't say none of those guys deserves to be there. Get what I'm trying to say to you? I don't got the female in me. You understand?
Misunderstood don't need to be explained.
Right. You understand me? But is Jahi name supposed to be on top of the list? Hell yeah.
Something like that.
By far. By far. Right?
I think he keeps going in there, performing the way he is. They will have no other reason, you know, but to give him his just due respect.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that, I was just about to get to that. If they was talking good about him, I'd have the same reaction. Which means it really doesn't matter. Talk is cheap. He could be screaming, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. Don't mean nothing. Every time he steps in that ring, you're gonna have to prove that you're the best. Understand? From fight now to fight championship to fights after that, fights after that. So this is why I try to tell you, their commentary really means nothing. It's kind of in vain. But for the fans, you know, I engage because of the fans, because I want to let them know my mindset on the whole thing. You understand me? My conversation about what's going on. All right? Yeah.
I hear you, Coach. You know, I got to commend you on, you know, father-son tendencies out there. There's really playing a prominent role in the rise of your fighter, which happened to be your son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The ever underlining process to continue to improve.
Hey.
And that's what Jahi is doing.
Father-son thing is hard, but it's also easy. He's not on the outside. Like I always tell you, I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, I gotta say something, whether it's something good, bad, or indifferent. I could just run downstairs, knock him up, hey, or I drive to his house, hey, wake up. You understand me? I gotta tell you, right? But it comes with knowing my boundaries.
And what's those boundaries?
You pass a certain age, you gotta start. You can't give him the child respect.
Yeah.
There's a man's respect in there. And if you tread over it, you're looking for dangerous waters, right? So, and you gotta trust. That's my firstborn. So he's been getting knowledge. He's been getting mistakes. He's been getting everything. So sometimes you just gotta loosen the reins and let him be. I mean, there's days when, like, not a lot of days, but there's days, hey, leave me alone, man. No, fuck that, I ain't leave you alone, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really, I'm really supposed to leave him alone, but no, fuck that. Because here's the problem with that. This is not a sport, this is not basketball, this is not a thing. Everything has to be precise, so I can't leave you alone. Those are the gray areas. The gray areas when he really wants to be left alone to think his way through it. And I'm like, nah, no, you gotta listen. Now, by the end of the evening, you're still gonna come around and be like, you're right, man, my fault. But at the end of the day, that's his true feeling. You can't take away his organic. You're not supposed to, right? So I don't. But I still override it sometimes. You understand me? Yeah. Because now it's not dad, it's coach. But with a father son, you gotta explain that to them. Like now, it's not dad telling you, it's coach telling you.
It's definitely a unique process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this education comes from inside.
Oh yeah.
You really can't play this education on the outside. Figure out what y'all got going on.
Hey, look at it like this. Yesterday, Shoo Pops, he came to the same conclusion. Not them learning, we gotta learn. We gotta learn not to overstep our boundaries. Understand what I'm trying to say to you? Yeah, and I've been looking at it from that standpoint a lot. Maybe the last year and change where I've been gradually just, you understand me? No, they got a lot on their plate. Once, they're crossing ropes every day. You know how it goes. It's different. They're giving up everything for this. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it together, but every who's the man wear the crown, right? Every is the man that wear the crown.
Never lied on that, man. Training camp and everything. I'm assuming, but let his supporters know how training camp went for this fight.
Awkward. He's always in shape.
Yeah.
Right? That's number one. He has never fallen out of shape, or I don't have a problem as far as that with him.
I remember last fight we was down there eating.
Yeah.
He said he already don't wait.
Right. He doesn't. I don't have problems with him as far as the work goes and everything goes. This kind of, awkward is I didn't see any real signs of a problem. You know what I'm trying to say to you? But that's astonishing to me. Because when I'm not seeing it, I revisit it all the time. Understand what I mean by awkward? I don't see a problem. I think there now. As far as mechanic goes, yes, it's always going to be working on his mechanic thing, but those are not problems because you're always working on it. You understand? So, but I just say awkward. Because awkward in the fact that he's and more and more responsibilities he's taking up on himself, right? And then I get, we just need to go back to doing it this way. That's the awkwardness.
With that awkwardness, this is your fourth fight in 2022, right?
Yeah.
So how many you thinking, not to overlook the next opponent, but you think might probably sneaking in one more before the end of 22?
My thing is I'm sticking to the world champion. I'm fighting Friday. We'll discuss that after. Me and you gonna talk. You know how we do. We gonna really sit down and think there. But for now, we got a world champion on Friday.
That's what's up.
Right? Former world champion, the guys that's trying to take our belt. That's what we got Friday. That's the only thing that's on the mind. Right?
That's staying focused.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think above that, but then I always catch myself. So you know how I get. I mean, I'm always ahead of thinking, but then I'm like, you know what I mean? If he's here and my mind is elsewhere, it don't work. And vice versa. So even if I see him thinking about it now, let's just worry about the thing there. This world champion. You understand me? Right? So yeah, I thank God for that. Yeah.
Any final words, Coach? You know, I know y'all have the remaining of the fight week coming up. You've been here, done that. To the supporters, what you have to say?
Man, tune in, man. You know, check the records. That's what you need to do. This box record. Check the records to see who's fighting who. You understand? That's how you really know. You could have a gauge, right, of what's really going on. It's not just gumbo. All right, and we want all the names that you think of. The Hennessy's, the Crawfords, the Spence, the whoever, the Staten, everybody. We just, we want real fights. These guys, we respect them. Again, they're fighters, but that's why we're in the game. And fans tune in. Everything should be special all the time. You know what I mean? And again, too, we talk about everybody like we know. Nobody's in control. God's in control. All right? And live with that. You know what I mean? My man Cali, God did. Right? True.
Yeah,
that's what it was. God did. Yeah, it's real.
There it is. You already know, man. Team Tucker on deck for his 9th professional fight. It's always a pleasure, Coach.
My boy would say slime. He got me slime. I told him cut that shit out. I said cut that slime shit out. But I don't like it. But he likes it, so I do it for him. You understand? Yeah. All good. Love.
Hey, we'll do it while working. While it's catching fire, though.
Ah, shit.
People asking what it's about, though.
Let's spin it into something positive. That's what it's about.
Yeah, no doubt.
All the other shit. You know what I'm saying? It's good though.
Appreciate you, Coach.
I love.
World Combat Sports.
Love. Yo, shows is mad love everywhere we go. It's combat with us. Combat is Team Tucker forever. You heard? Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Love, right?
Salute.
Take a picture of my boy Shadi.
There it is, the sauce.
Yeah, the sauce.
The sauce.
All right, that's it. All right, love.
So what do we know?